In this week's Parsha, the Torah starts off saying, Zois Chukas HaTorah Asher Tziva Hashem Lemor Daber El Bnei Yisrael. This is the law, this is the chuk of the Torah that Hashem commanded us, saying, teach it to Bnei Yisrael. All the Mefarshim ask, because this is the initial introduction to the mitzvah called a chuk. There are two types of mitzvahs. There's a mitzvah that we understand, and then there's a chuk, which is a law or a mitzvah that we don't understand. And all the Mefarshim ask, why is it that we can't understand what it is? Why is it that there needs to be mitzvahs that we don't understand the reason for it? And the Dubno Maggid points out that we have to realize that we shouldn't be asking, why are there mitzvahs or laws or parts of the Torah that we don't understand? We as human beings, as mortal people, should be questioning, how is it possible to understand the rest of the Torah that we do understand? How is it possible that our limited mental capabilities could understand the rest of the Torah? Not, why can't we understand these few parts of the Torah? That's what he said we should focus on and try to realize. And he brings a mashal. He says there was a very poor man, a simple man, a Pashat Yid, who somehow struck it rich. He became very wealthy overnight. And a while later, he used his newfound wealth, he took these riches and used it to sort of coerce a prominent Rav in the community to allow his son to marry this now wealthy man's daughter. And they got married and everything was nice and beautiful. And after the wedding, he realized that this Rav, his mechutin, wasn't speaking to him. He was sort of ignoring him. And he went over to him, he confronted him, he said, Reb Yid, Rav, why do you treat me like this? Why are you ignoring me so much? Am I not your mechutin? And the Rav says very simply, he says, you shouldn't be wondering why I'm not talking to you now. He says, what should amaze you is how you got to be my mechutin in the first place. We all think something's coming to us. We all think we're entitled. The Dubno Maggid says, Zois Chukas HaTorah. We think because we're so special, Hashem chose us as His nation, therefore we should understand all the soidus and secrets of the Torah. It's not true. We should be amazed at how Hashem chose us as His nation in the first place. Why would Hashem choose us over all the other nations? But the fact that He did choose us, that's what should amaze us, and that's what we should be concentrating on. Hashem loves us so much that He gave us the Torah, not to have a taina why we can't understand the rest of the chukim. We should be thanking Hashem for whatever He did give us, and whatever, if He gives us the reasons for those chukim, lasad lavai, then great. But we should realize that Hashem loves us, and we're not entitled to anything. That's the lesson we should take away. Whether it's in Torah, whether it's in relationships, whether it's in business, in anything, we're not entitled. We have to accept what we're given and trust in Hashem that He will give us the rest if we're zeicha to it. We should have a beautiful Shabbos.